Warda lived a charmed life. Her family, though not wealthy, was respected in their community. Her father, a schoolteacher, instilled in her a strong moral compass. Her mother, a seamstress, taught her the virtues of patience and hard work. Warda, with her gentle demeanor and kind heart, was the apple of their eye. She excelled in her studies, was adored by her friends, and was the picture of innocence and grace. Life was simple, filled with the warmth of family and the promise of a bright future. Warda had always been a dutiful daughter. She followed her parents' guidance in all matters. They, in turn, trusted her judgment and allowed her a certain degree of freedom. She was raised with the belief that honesty was paramount, and a good name was a treasure to be cherished. Little did they know, a storm was brewing in their daughter's heart, threatening to shatter the peace they had carefully built. One day, a whisper of scandal began to circulate. It started subtly, a name murmured in hushed tones. The name belonged to Muhammad, a young man new to their town. He was handsome, with a charm that could disarm the wariest heart. But beneath the surface, rumors swirled about his character, whispers of shady dealings and a quick temper. Warda, in her innocence, was drawn to him like a moth to a flame. She saw only the good in him, the kindness he occasionally displayed, the way his eyes seemed to understand her deepest thoughts. Their meetings were clandestine, hidden from the disapproving eyes of her family and the gossiping tongues of the community. Muhammad was everything Warda's parents warned her against. He was brash, impulsive, and shrouded in an air of mystery. But for Warda, he was exciting, different from the mundane routine of her life. His touch sent shivers down her spine. His words, though often laced with flattery she knew to be insincere, made her heart flutter. He was her secret, a delicious transgression against the world she knew. Their relationship was a whirlwind of stolen moments and hidden rendezvous. They would meet at the edge of town, under the shade of a sprawling oak tree, or in the dimly lit corner of a local cafe, careful to avoid the prying eyes of those who knew her family. Each encounter left Warda both exhilarated and deeply uneasy. Warda found herself torn between the love she had for her family and the intoxicating passion that consumed her. She knew her parents would never approve of Muhammad, and the thought of hurting them filled her with guilt. Yet the allure of the forbidden, the thrill of rebellion, kept her bound to him. The more time they spent together, the deeper Warda fell under his spell. His charm was a potent drug, and she was becoming addicted. Muhammad, sensing her growing dependence, began to exert his influence, isolating her further from her family and friends. He filled her head with stories of their future together, a future far away from her small town and the judgment of those who knew her. As Warda's secret romance with Muhammad blossomed, a new figure entered her life. Ahmed was everything Muhammad was not: kind, respectful, and from a well-regarded family. He was the embodiment of the future her parents had always envisioned for her. Ahmed, smitten by Warda's beauty and gentle nature, began to court her, his intentions honorable, his affections pure. Warda's parents were overjoyed. Ahmed was the perfect match for their daughter. He came from a good family, had a stable income, and most importantly, genuinely cared for Warda. They encouraged his visits, their faces beaming with hope each time he came to call. Warda found herself caught in a whirlwind of expectations. Ahmed was everything Warda should have wanted. He was dependable, respectful, and genuinely cared for her well-being. He showered her with attention, but never overstepped his bounds. He brought her gifts, books of poetry, delicate silver earrings, and bouquets of her favorite lilies. His presence brought a sense of calm and stability that was sorely lacking in her relationship with Muhammad. However, Warda found his presence stifling. His virtues paled in comparison to the raw passion she felt for Muhammad. Every stolen glance, every whispered endearment from Muhammad held more allure than all of Ahmed's genuine affection. Sometimes life presents us with choices that are anything but easy. These moments test our resolve, challenge our values, and force us to look deep within ourselves. It is in these moments that our true character is revealed. Trust, once broken, is hard to mend. The sting of betrayal cuts deep, leaving wounds that may never fully heal. In the aftermath, we are left to pick up the pieces and find a way to move forward, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Out of chaos, a plan begins to take shape. With determination and a clear vision, the pieces start to fall into place. The journey is far from over, but a new direction offers hope and a sense of purpose. The future, though still unknown, holds the promise of new beginnings. In the stillness of the night, a sudden knock echoed through the halls. It was unexpected, yet it carried a sense of urgency. Who could it be at this hour? In the days that followed, whispers filled the air. Rumors spread like wildfire, each tale more twisted than the last. But amidst the noise, a single question remained. What was the truth? As the layers of deception unraveled, a complex web of lies and betrayal was revealed. Every thread led to another, and the truth seemed more elusive than ever. Who could be trusted in this tangled mess? Finally, the moment of reckoning arrived. With evidence laid bare and the guilty exposed, justice prevailed. The truth, though painful, brought a sense of closure and a promise of a new beginning.